Today I'm going to show you how we teach something like a down-stay behavior in agility. The more common use for this is as a start line behavior. A start line behavior is going to be where I can set my dog up in a stay position, such as a down, sit, or even a stand position, and they're going to hold that position in front of the first obstacle. When they're doing that, I'm going to use this time to take a lead out and walk out into the rest of the course so that I have a head start in my running, because I know my dogs are a lot faster than me. To do a downstay behavior, I'm going to think about it in 3 different parts. The first part is going to be to assume that position. The second part is going to be to stay in that position, and they're going to stay in that position until I give them something else to do. That usually means I'm going to give them a release word or permission to leave that position. So if I have my dog here and I ask her to down, she's gonna assume the position. She's also gonna hold that position until I give her a release word like break. And then I'm gonna reward her once she finishes that behavior. The nice part about this is that I can essentially have my dog in that stay behavior without having to give them repeated instructions like repeating my words, sit, sit, or telling them to stay, stay. I don't need any of that. All I need to do is give my dog the utmost of clarity in teaching them what the behavior means, that down means to assume that position, and that they should hold that position until directed otherwise. And that's their release word, their permission to leave that down position. So to teach this behavior, I'm going to demonstrate with my younger dog, Elliot. Elliot here, who is needing some work on his start line behaviors. Thank you. Yes, that is a shake. And to show you how I start out my behaviors, I'm going to run through the first half of the steps that he knows pretty well, so you can get an idea how to train this with your dog. But it's something you would spend a lot longer time on each step. I'm just going to review them for everybody here. So the first thing I want to be able to do is have my dog find that position. I can do that with something like luring, for example, letting my dog follow the treat into that down position. Or I can use my more preferred method, which is I wait for them to offer the position, and then I give them the cookie. Either way you get the behavior, I'm happy. Once my dog is confident in finding that position, I want to start teaching them their release word. So he already has a little bit of an idea of what the release word is. And so once he finds the position, I'm gonna essentially give him a few cookies for staying in that position, and then I'm gonna say break, and give him a reward someplace else. This lets him help to figure out that when he finds this position, he's gonna get lots of cookies for staying in it, and then anytime I say the word break, he can get up and leave. And that's also very exciting to do as well. Once I have that pattern down really well, I can start to add in my cue for something like down, give him cookies for being in that position. I don't need to say or repeat anything else, and break. Let him leave the position. At this point in time, I don't want it to last too long. I don't want him to accidentally break his position because he didn't understand he was supposed to stay. At this stage, I really want to focus on building value for holding that down position and then teaching what the release word means. The down cue itself is just a byproduct of really good training in those 2 areas first. Once I'm confident in my dog's ability to lie down on command, as well as have a concept of their release word, they might not have a really long stay position just yet, but that's okay. I'm gonna take it onto the agility field where I can practice adding in some layers of understanding. The first thing is I want to build value for my dog finding that position, which means that I want to play a game where I reward specifically for that. So the second that he lays down, I'm going to release him and reward him for being in that position. Readies? Ready, stay, down, break, get it, get it, get it. Good job, good job. Thank you. Ready, ready, down, get it. Good job. And that one I messed up because I didn't actually release him on that one. So readies, readies. Oh, I didn't say it, I didn't say it. Ready, down, break, get it. Good job, good job. Thank you. Raise. Down, break, get it. Good job. And so my goal in this is really just to help support him in finding the value and the excitement for the second I say down, he hits the deck and he lays down. Now I'm gonna start adding in some more value for that stay position. So once I ask him to down, I'm not going to immediately release him. I'm gonna give him a second and then release and reward, and it's gonna be really exciting. Raise, down, break, get it, good job. Good job, doesn't need long, thank you. Readies, Raise, down. 1. Oh. And if he makes a mistake, I'm just gonna reset him. Ready, Elliot, down. 1. Break, get it, good job. Good job. Thank you. Okay, ready, down. 1. Break, get it. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. So the goal of this exercise is to really build in accuracy to our training. If he isn't perfect on every repetition, if he accidentally leaves the position before, that's okay. I'm just not going to give him his favorite reward. We're gonna set up and try again. And what he's gonna learn is that over time, when he stays in that down position and is released, that's when he gets the toy. If he releases himself, it's not very fun, and that's kind of the end of the game, and he has to start all the way over. Ready, down. Break, get it. Good job. Good job. Good job, raise, down. Break, good job. And that's a short introduction for how we train our down stays in agility.